Alright, hello YouTube, Warhammer newbie here again, and alright, I finished my first squad of Grey Knights. Finished fully painting them. Now, keep in mind, this was my very first, these are my first models I've ever painted, really, in Warhammer 40k, so they didn't turn out ideally, but I'll show you as they progress, they get a little better, and then well, it's kind of a surprise at the end. I'll share with you. So anyway, first up we have the first guy I painted, which I showed in my last video. Here he is. If you'll remember, Regal Blue, except I decided, as we'll see on the other models, to paint this shoulder here, or no, this shoulder, keep that silver. So yeah, for all these, the first four models I'm going to show you, I fully dry brushed. Well, first I primed with Chaos Black. If you didn't see that, whoops, hold on a second. If you didn't see the other video, I primed with Chaos Black, dry brushed with bolt gun metal, and then gave it an Esserman blue wash. Then I gave it another full dry brush of chainmail and did some highlights with mithril silver. And if you'll remember, the force weapon didn't come out so well because it's my very first one. But anyway, it's the first one. Second model I painted, a little better, as you'll see the shoulder pad is silver. Got the details pretty well with this one. The force weapon still doesn't look great, but looks a little better. As you can see, all these, this is a very purity seal heavy model. Also, the storm bolters on each of these, I painted Chaos Black, except for the little details here and here, which I went over in bolt gun metal, and then I highlighted the very edges, painted the very edges ice blue. There's his ice blue eyes, looking good. Let's see, the third model I painted was the Demon Hammer. And I didn't know, but I don't really have the money or anything to afford a lot of colors to add a ton of detail. So as you can see, the purity seals would usually have a wash of Devlin mud, but I don't have Devlin mud, so they look a little too bright. And also, I don't have any gold color, because I figured I could just make it work with the silver, but it is lacking slightly. But don't worry, I found a solution for that, as you'll see later. Part of the big surprise. Anyway, I'll just give this guy a 360. Looks pretty good. That little book down there, that highlighting is hell. Some of the other painters on YouTube make it look so easy. The fourth model I did was the Psy Cannon. Made that blue. Another. Oh, and on the first model, I decided to paint these on the shoulders mithril silver. I'm not doing that anymore because it doesn't look that good. So. Yeah, wow, this guy's eyes really pop. I think I messed up on him. Yeah, there's a little bit. Or maybe I was trying to get a glow effect or something and it didn't come out right. No matter. I think it looks... actually doesn't look too bad. I was critiquing them pretty hard. But, alright. So this guy the last guy I painted. I made a few changes to it, and I think it came out really well, actually. It's the Justicar that I showed you. Now, before I get into some of the scrappier details, obviously you can tell he's a bit darker. That's because I had that base coat of Chaos Black, dry brush bolt gun metal, sorry, and Acerman Blue Wash. These guys came out a little too silver for my taste. You couldn't really, the silver highlights weren't really too noticeable, didn't make anything pop. So instead, I left him with that base coat on, and I just dry brushed the very top of all his stuff with chainmail. And then did slight highlights in mithril silver, so it kind of gave the model a little more texture, and it's a little darker, which I like. And on the cloth, I tried a Bad Black Wash just to try it out on the books and the seals and everything, and it actually worked out pretty well. His loin cape. I know it's loincloth, but I said loin cape because it looks a little too big, and or maybe he just has to. Oops, got a hair in my eye. Maybe he's just compensating. I don't know. I'll shut up. But yeah, I like this look a lot better, and the Bad Black actually worked out pretty well. So it adds darkness to the model, and I will be doing this on the Terminators. This right here. I went over the lettering on the shoulder pads with mithril silver and then Bad Black. So it makes the shoulder pads pop out a little more too. And here is where I am, most proud is the, see if I can get a better angle, the force weapon right there. I actually stepped it up. Instead of just coloring the whole blade regal blue and then putting ice blue highlights, I mixed my regal blue with the ice blue and continually made a lighter and lighter shade, moving slightly down the blade, which gave it a nice shading. At the very this lighting is terrible, but at the very bottom there's a ice blue, and then hold on, let me get a lamp here, because this isn't, let me get my lamp on. I thought the lamp kind of overexposed, but I need the light. Oh, Jesus. I'm having trouble getting some lighting right now. That'll probably just work. I actually put lightning effects on it, which I'm not going to go into detail about because it took a while, and the demon head I think looks pretty nice. All in all, this I'm trying to find a good position for this model. Yeah, that'll work. This one was my favorite though, this model, by far. Anyway, those are my my first Grey Knight squad, and they're soon to be joined by some Terminators, which I will be assembling next. And if you like the video, subscribe, favorite, like, all that, and yeah, I guess I'll be seeing you guys later.